What's up, everybody? It is good to be back. It has been a crazy week. But good news. I don't know if you can see here. My eyes get this eye. It's getting better. Went back to the doctor today. I don't look as much like a pirate. So that's really exciting. And I don't have to go back for 2 more weeks. So apparently steroids in your eye work. And I have not done this for a few days this week. It's been a pretty crazy week. Good, busy. Thank you for reaching out, asking if I was doing this, saying that you enjoyed the video with Mac. Man, I've told that story to everybody. That's awesome. And so jump into it today. It's good to be back. So a couple plugs. So one, my little Habatica app here. We got 4 people on our quest. This is so funny. I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have to like get on the website so I can share that, because you can't see. This is the bad guy. This is our 75 hard crew. And let's see if this works. We got Cassie and Callie. That's me. Got Dan Aberhart. So we're doing our task to beat this big baddie. And it kind of worked. One of the reasons that I'm doing this video, even though it's super late at night here, or it feels super late, is because I don't want to let my teammates down. And so I'm doing the video. That's kind of fun. And the other thing that I've realized, I got this, I guess I just have to talk about 75 hard like every video. One of the things that I really appreciate about 75 hard, well, one, I failed my first time. Like I was loving it. I was into it. I was like on day 35. I got injured. I didn't have a plan. Looking back, I could have found a way to finish, but I didn't, and I failed. But what I learned through 75 hard was, like when something's a priority, I just have to rearrange my day to do it. So I've been doing a lot of these videos at night, and what I just have to do, I realized today is I've just got to flip it. I've got to do the videos earlier in the day, even if I think I can't or don't have time or whatever. If I'm going to do that, if it's really a priority, I just got to do it in the morning. I got to do it earlier. That's just how it is. I feel like George W. Bush talking like that. Terrible impersonations. But I'm no Frank Caliendo. And I just want to click a button right here. Live with StreamYard. I think now that I've like paid for StreamYard, I can actually create these. So hopefully I'll create one of these, because that seems really fun to do. And so yeah, it's been a good week. I was supposed to have 4 home closings, and we got 2. So we got 2 more next week, hopefully. One for sure. And man, it was busy with real estate, busy with software. Love where referrals while you sleep's going. This week, got a client coming in from California. We're going to look for homes for her. Pretty exciting. She's a referral from a good friend, realtor up in Rockland, California. What up to BLT? And so I wanted to share this one cool thing today that I read. So got back to doing my little sweet ass journal to develop my happiness muscle in 100 days. Does it work? I don't know. I feel pretty happy. I guess it does. This is like my 3rd or 4th one of these. I think this is the 3rd of this journal. Keep going through it. But I did my private work. And the question was, what do I imagine is possible when I recognize that fear is my cue for warp speed jet propulsion progress? And of course, the Q. So I'm nerdy. I look up the etymology, and the Q means it's a signal for answering. It's a sign or hint to act. So that when I feel that fear, like, if you've heard of that book, Obstacle is the Way, I haven't read it. but I think it kind of, wherever the resistance is, that's what you go towards. And the coolest thing is I almost imagine like what would happen if every day like I looked for the fear. And with the fear, like I actually had this vision that it was like I'm looking out over this like desert and I'm looking and I see this little sign and it like had an arrow down and the sign said fear and the arrow down pointed like that's where the treasure is. Like what would happen if every day I'm seeking out like all right, what am I afraid of doing and just doing straight line directly to that. Um, and I did that a little bit today. It was kind of cool. Um, because fear still holds me back a lot. And, but I like that thought of looking for it. Dan Sullivan and Dean Jackson, they've got a podcast called The Procrastination Priority. And they also have a book called The Procrastination Priority. Really good book. And it's kind of similar to that. So I'm gonna pull up the old banners here. Let's see this because I love this procrastination. Oh, so what they say is procrastination equals wisdom. Mind blowing. Really cool. Let's see if this works. Boom. Oh, look at that. We got the new branding there. Let's see. Can I get back to my old branding? Here we go. No, maybe. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Procrastinate. I like that. Nice and big. And what they mean by that is procrastination my wisdom that I do not currently have the capability. Can I not type that right? To do what I want. Procrastination. It's my wisdom telling me, look, I don't currently have the capability to do what I want. Like there's a reason that I'm not doing it. Like subconsciously, I'm like, I don't know what it is. So what Dean and Dan talk about in the procrastination priority is every morning make a list of your, top 6 things. Bingo. And then order by procrastination priority. So, i.e., what am I procrastinating on the most? And realize, aha, that's my wisdom saying, that's my wisdom. So, procrastination is my wisdom that I don't currently have the capability to do what I want. Write my top 6 things, order them. What am I procrastinating on the most? Realize that's my wisdom. All right, then what now? Pretty cool. Focus on the number 1 procrastination. Realizing, hey, look, I don't have the capability right now, but what if instead of avoiding it, what if I viewed it as the sign that this is where my treasure is and I focused on my number 1 priority, my number 1 procrastination, and it becomes my procrastination priority. And I'm going to share this. I'm not going to share this book because I don't have my second monitor up. But the book is called Procrastination Priority. It's really cool because one of the things that they said is like if you've got a big vision, if you've got desire, if you like want to like do cool things, I can speak for myself. Like I'm always going to have stuff that I'm procrastinating on because my future is always bigger than my past. I'm always wanting to do more and more. Like it's just who I am. I can't stop it. Cool. So what that means is like, in a way, my entrepreneurial eyes are always going to be bigger than my current stomach. And I'm going to procrastinate. and I'm going to like hyperventilate. And I can either ignore the procrastination or I can be like, all right, let me look at it. Like, all right, let me focus on this one today. And what's cool is when I solve this procrastination, when I get the capability, either through a who or learning the skill or whatever, then I move forward drastically. You know, I like that. It's my warp speed jet propulsion device. That's what fear is. So when I focus on it, I jump forward. But then here's the other cool thing. Like tomorrow, I'm going to have a new procrastination. And that's going to be the sign that says, here's where your gold is today. Boom, knock it out. And then the next day, I'm going to have another procrastination. Like when I'm growing, I don't have the capability now to do what I need. But when I focus on it, I can. And this video is actually one of those for me. Like I know that video is important, and it was actually I wrote that here today. And one of the questions that I really love is what's true? And what I wrote is video is a really cool opportunity right now. And when I get to push that out daily, great things will happen. So this is one of them. So that's it. Love, that's my wisdom. And what it does is it takes procrastination from something I feel guilty and junky about to be like, oh yeah, I'm like we all procrastinate. Hey, I'm Charlie. I'm a procrastinator. It's what we do. And instead of feeling like shameful or guilty, be like, oh, you know what? And I love this is what Dan Sullivan does. He takes something that is universal that people usually think of as poorly, and he says, hey, look, this is actually like if we just switch the way we look at it, boom, it's actually a bonus. So that's what I'm doing. I'm doing this now thanks to Habatica. And if you want to join us, let me know. I would love to invite you to our Habatica team. It's great accountability, a lot of fun. It's also how I track my 75 hard. And you think I get stock or something. It's a cool game. I really love it. And it's free. Who'd have known? And I'm going to see you in the morning because that's what I need to do. All right. Peace out. Ciao.